special guest, Sir Action Slacks, who is unexpectedly rolled into the summit, who's hiding in my closet right now, and I'm going to go and join him in my special secret office right away. Can you close your door?
Oh my God, there's the camera there.
There's a little special secret camera. Yeah, I've specially designed it to make you feel insecure and happy.
You're such an asshole, Dan. I'm so happy the world gets to see for real.
Your deep secrets.
Bastard.
Hi, how are you doing? What are you doing here?
I actually don't know. I was not hired or paid to do this interview. They do give out a lot of good food at the summit, and it grows scarce, so I am here, Dan.
Wonderful. So you're attending the major. We're hyping. Oh, wonderful. A hat has arrived. Is a mailman.
Thank you. Special delivery. It's depression.
You've been pretty busy over the past 12 months, haven't you? Working pretty hard, working up with Valve, cooking up some stuff for TI, or are you...
What's wrong with you, Dan? That was secret. What's wrong with you, Daniel? Can we talk about you?
Yeah,
Nobody ever talks about you. Do you guys have any idea how ripped this dude is? Can we talk about this?
Yeah, there seems to be some sort of tech problem.
No, you're good. Keep okay.
Oh, wonderful. You're just screaming out. I'm not. I wouldn't describe myself as ripped. I would describe
ripped like a goddamn... you're amazing. All right, listen. Dan Offerman. What's your name?
Often.
Yeah. Dan's Twitter profile looks like a 13-year-old boy studying college, mathematics. I meet this guy in real life. He's 6'5".
6'6" and a half.
He's 6'6", and he's got a washboard abs. This guy could kill every person in this goddamn building. He's the hottest Dota talent that's ever existed. How did this happen?
Do you mean how was I allowed to be a Dota talent? Or I just did some sit-ups. It's not that difficult. I don't think I could kill everyone. I think Fly would probably kill me.
I think out of anyone that could fight Fly to the death, you would last the longest.
Yeah, but the longest would be about 12 seconds.
That's still impressive against Fly. But anyway. How did this happen? Can you show your abs to the camera?
No, because the camera looks down here. They wouldn't be able to see. And also, I don't have abs.
You definitely do.
It's just arms. This is a mess. The arm.
Flex.
There you go. That's a slight flex.
Come on, man flex.
This is objectification.
This is not objectification.
I did not.
Show me your body.
I did not come into the closet with you in order to be objectified.
You're not getting out of this closet until one of us is naked. And you're going to want to make the right choice and make it you.
And on that note, I think I'll throw back to the break.
Is that the interview?
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Sorry, everyone. I thought this was rehearsal.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for joining me in the closet. I'll throw back to break. See you guys later. Oh dear.
soft as the walls of Iceland.
We have loaded in. You know what else is loaded in? It is one more game, one BO1. It is the South Americans Thunder Predator going up against Team Liquid. And if there's one thing you don't want to do, it's underestimate a South American team in a best-of-one elimination game. But Liquid, they've hit top 6 at 2 majors, a force to be reckoned with. BSJ, Dakota, and Cap, how's it going?
Going great, Cap. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction.
Cap?
All right, Dakota, you've been out of the game for too long. Is this your first time on the couch?
Nah.
For this event, yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
What an honor.
I have been, just
Vibing out.
Vibing out way
I thought-
hard, not paying attention.
When you did your intro, I thought you were going to be saying, what else is loaded up? And then I thought you were going to give a big intro to
Nah, not
Dakota.
warranted. But I will take this moment to give a quick shout out to Mitter Meepo, who hooked us up with that intro video.
Sick shit.
Shout
Very
out
good.
to Omar came up and Matt Houston, who helped with the Goosebumps remix track.
Love
Shouts to Grant. He was the guy doing the Fortnite dance.
Yeah.
It wasn't Grant.
Dude, the Orange Justice.
He looks exactly like
He
you,
does.
though,
That
Grant.
was slime, right?
I think
No.
he just grabbed that from some random video.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's
just
the
kid
original.
from
Oh, okay.
Fortnite Dance, yeah.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was like the Grand Joker with literally just some random dude's face, and people were like, "Is that you?" No, it's just my most popular emo, and this guy probably doesn't know. It's my friend, so it's fine.
It's my friend. Also, shout to Minaj. He hooked us up with a lot of those cool SFM shorts you've probably been seeing over the
I love
event, like
those.
the Willow one and Tinker, and then that Pudge versus Enchantress stuff. Lots of very talented SFM people out there, so it's always good to reach out
It
to
is.
other content creators and such and get them involved.
Yeah. But, if you didn't know, we already have the coin toss. We are in the lobby, almost full up, and Thunder Predator. This is a BO1. Thunder Predator won the toss, and we've been seeing this. It's always second pick in Radiant. Whatever you take, it just depends which one. It'll be Thunder Predator first taking the Radiant. Liquid gets that second pick.
They seem to prioritize first pick on Thunder Predator, from what I've seen.
Yeah, and it's weird, right? Because that's why they don't mind getting first and taking Radiant, because they know everyone else likes second.
Yeah, they've been really relying on the SF, the Clockwork, the Batrider. I was pretty much hearing from some of the captains here, coaches, that just ban out their stuff, and
Yeah.
they're not quite
But
as scary. So going into a
people
best of
are.
one, maybe they'll get what they want. And
So let me list the teams for you.
Yes.
All right, you got Unknown at Frankfurt Major. Best one over
Still
newbie.
probably the best BO1 ever in Dota 2, I'll say.
That was wonderful.
Infamous, they also won a best of one in Dream League Season 11, and Thunder Awakening at the Chongqing Major.
Yes.
These are all the teams that members of this team have played on.
Yeah.
Every single one of them has won a best of one at a major over an international team.
That's
Basically.
crazy.
They've all
Wow.
managed to go into that 9th through
That's
12th
sick.
area. So, I mean, all of these guys have the history to be able to pull off a best of one against a big team.
Yeah,
And
they
that's
can
the-
step up.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you have a player like Kataro, just straight up, like, you have to be super worried. I mean, we talked about Leo style. He's going to get his first pick SF. Like, they don't mind just throwing away his hero in the first phase and saving. Like, he's played Razor, which has been very good. But this is Liquid, who just 2-0'd EG as well, going to the other side. Would you guys say they are still the favorites going into this, probably,
I'd only say like 60-40, maybe 65-35.
for Liquid?
I think Thunder Predator is a solid contender here. I'm ready.
Yeah,
I
I'm
agree,
ready
sure.
for some SA Dotes, man. They are hard to handle in these chaotic games. They always seem to have nothing to lose no matter what.
You see Thunder Predator clowning around on the couch? No. They're back in their team room, grinding it out. Thanks for the players for coming on, by the way.
Of
But
course.
no, they're prepared for this best of one.
Do you see their coach mingling with the casters?
No.
No, I don't see that.
All you see is raw dedication to the game from them.
Now I don't know. I've heard two conflicting opinions about Thunder Predator and the mentality that they're possibly bringing to the table. I'm curious what you guys think. Now those are the odds of the matchup, by the way. But I've heard people say that Thunder Predator look like they just don't care who they're going up against and they're just playing their game and running through them. And then I hear people like Crit out here saying that these guys are playing like they're trying so hard while we're just trying to boot camp. What do you think it's? What do you think is the Thunder Predator like really trying hard, or is it just they have a mentality like they're playing their own game and they're not phased by who's on the other side?
I can't say that I've watched all of their games, but I would imagine being in their position and going to the major that I would be trying like pretty hard here, just to be able to like really push ourselves a bit to the limit, figure out what's working against us, and fix that. Right? Like you want to test that as much as possible now, when you can get the best kind of data.
And it does kind of set you up, right? Because I believe they first phase Shadow Fiend 4 times. So already you're kind of setting stuff up, right? At the major, people are just going to be like, this Leo style guy, pretty good. If people don't know, by the way, if you watched a player named Draken, that is Leo style. The man went from Leo style to Draken for 1 to 2 years. It was a while, actually.
Yeah.
And now he's back to Leo style as well. Kataro using a different name. I believe he is MNZ. He is MNZ. And then,
also known as Minnows.
Yes. And then MJZ is Wu, correct?
Yes, it is.
So, you know, a little bit of stuff. Wu Dota, he was an NA Dota guy for a while. I know he's South American, but he was always playing in our pubs. He was one of the few always in the in-house leagues learning a lot. So good to see him succeed.
Wu Dota sounds very familiar. That's not like a YouTube Wu Dota, is it?
No. That's WO Dota.
Okay.
This is WU.
Ooh.
No Dota.
Fair enough.
Just
fair
woo.
enough. All right.
Just woo.
Well, gentlemen, it seems like we have a draft underway. So without further ado, let's get into this hype matchup. Please. Team Liquid versus Thunder Predator. Draft
Underway.
Game 1. Best of 1. Underway. Also, after this tiebreaker is a exciting coin flip that's going to happen to determine first seed.
Hell
and who can pick third or fourth seed.
Hell
And we're going to have it live on stream. The coin flip.
Wow.
And that is actually pretty important because I imagine the team that wins the coin flip is not going to choose EG.
More than likely.
More than likely.
Dude, I also want to say one of my favorite Dota pictures. I think if there was like a picture Hall of Fame, it's the who is it? It's when Way Too Sexy is coin flipping against LGD, and remember, it's just the picture of both them smiling at the coin toss at TI. I gotta find it. Let me find it. You guys talk. I will find it. It's one of the best. It was the Way Too Sexy Liquid with Demon and all them. Let me find the picture.
That's an
That was an
old
all-star
liquid.
lineup.
It was
That's an old
Way
liquid.
Too Sexy. Wow, I forgot about that name.
Dang, I don't even recall Demon being on liquid.
That was the Tide Midas.
Was that the year they got
Oh, you're
ninth?
right.
Was
Was
that
that
the year they got
Pegasus?
ninth?
No, because
Yeah.
Demon wasn't on that team.
That
It
was
was Pegasus.
Exactly.
Pegasus was on that team.
Dude, I hope I find this picture.
All right, so early picks coming out here. We got Earthshaker, we got Rubik, and we got Bat Rider.
Look at that first
Bat
ban
Rider.
SF.
Yeah, you.
Don't give him the swag fiend. But they'll go into a second pick Lifestealer here.
Razor's already banned, and so is Slark. So a lot of the heroes that you normally have to ban with Lifestealer are out of the pool already. So they get to ban the Morphling, another popular pick against the Lifestealer. Actually, pretty set up for a pretty good Lifestealer game already.
Yeah, and if they pick it just because, we're facing up against a boxy Bat Rider, could be a Quaifa Bat Rider, could be an Insania Bat Rider. I'm not sure how much he's played of that, but there are options to this early grab.
I like to see Bristleback banned. Pretty Liquid's, as far as I know, the only team running it.
Yeah.
They've been running Coddle Bristle throughout this tournament, so I'm
Zibit.
assuming they're kind of just like, we haven't really played against Coddle Bristle more than once or twice ever.
Yeah.
So
I also think Thunder Predator at first pick, right? And we heard you got to ban Frank's Bat Rider. So I wonder if, I assume Liquid probably thought Thunder Predator might first pick, and they didn't. They're like, well, we kind of have to take it now, right? You can't give Frank like that third, last overall pick in the first phase, I feel.
Yeah, you take if Thunder Predator take first pick Bat Rider, then you would, if you're Liquid, you respond with an Oracle, right?
Easily.
Like that was still out there. Insania likes playing the hero.
So instead, now they just take the Bat Rider themselves, and they're okay. I mean, Bat Rider's a good hero. We just don't see much. I know BSJ, you're happy. You like this hero. I do.
I mean, he's
quick.
a super against Coddle Bristle more than once or twice ever.
Yeah.
So
I also think Thunder Predator at first pick, right? And we heard you got to ban Frank's Batrider. So I wonder if, I assume Liquid probably thought Thunder Predator might first pick, and they didn't. They're like, well, we kind of have to take it now, right? You can't give Frank like that third, last overall pick in the first phase, I feel.
Yeah, you take if Thunder Predator take first pick Batrider, then you would, if you're Liquid, you respond with an Oracle, right?
Easily.
I like when shenanigans happen. You know, he starts cutting creeps and stuff, but that's usually when he's in a core role.
I was gonna say, how are you playing offlane?
Yeah, primarily offlane.
Have you always played offlane, or is it a new thing you're trying out?
No, I've person doing stuff, nothing gets done. You know, so I decided as a carry, it's hard to carry when all the other people want to farm too. So I decided to play a role that doesn't.
Wow, you're so selfless.
I was
BSJ, thank
kind
you.
of a serious question. Did you also do it because the carry pool is so inflated in NA? Like, I mean,
And
there's
the
a lot of
I
is
do
very
think the
small.
competition in offlane is way smaller in
Oh.
NA, and I think that's partially why my enjoyment of pubs as a carry went down, because there's a lot of players I don't mind giving carry to, but there's not very many that I'm happy to have as my offlaners.
So what's your top 3 offlane picks right now that you play?
Batrider, for sure. I actually have been enjoying a lot of Necrophos and Slardar. I was gonna say Slardar.
Yeah, sure you were.
It just happened to announce itself right when
You're not a Timber guy?
Timber is really hard in pubs because your job is to be a nuisance for the first 15 minutes of the game, and then usually your hero kind of just falls off. But in Pro Dota, that first 15-minute window, you've taken like a tower or two, your carry's gotten an extra bit of farm because they've paid so much attention to you, and then you get carried. But in pubs, that's not usually how it goes.
Now, before I came, before this event went live and I knew I was going to probably have to hop on the couch a time or two, I tried to binge a bit of Dota before I got here. And I was watching a lot of Gunner stream a little bit and banned here, but I don't feel like I've seen it much this event.
It's been first banned every game.
So it is that good.
Okay.
It seems to be. We don't know.
So it
since we don't
seems to be
see
that.
But
It's so he's potentially that good, and we just haven't seen it yet.
Batrider Timber are super popular because they just deny a lot of heroes from the pool. Like if you have Batrider in the game, there's a lot of heroes that you just can't pick anymore. Timber's the same thing. Like pretty much every popular offlaner is a strength hero, and even some of the carries. Your pool is so limited once they pick Timber that it's just really hard to draft her.
Thunder Predator is the only team who let out a Timber Saw, and that was against EG, and they lost that game. So they've learned their lesson since.
Fair enough. I like watching Timber, so that's a shame. Hopefully we'll get more of it in the future.
someone will let it. People will test it again, I think. You never want to just always be forced to waste a ban if you're not first pick, I feel.
don't think he'll be the same level of priority at the major. I think he'll see play, but I have a hard time believing he'll be first pick, first ban every game.
But here's Scoops of a melee hero. I'm a liar.
Got him.
Dude,
because of the Earthshaker thing. I don't know if it has any viability now, but it is global with Spectre.
It's very nice to have damage to cut through the Cold Embrace. Like, you don't want them to feel free of just being able to throw down that ability and not be punished for it.
And just sit there like invulnerable.
God, Abaddon is looking so good. Does SA just not pick this hero? I think Slardar, Batrider, they're going to go for the initiation route rather than the defensive route.
I'm just super surprised Liquid, is going for the late game when this whole tournament's been about the Fnatic's first day. They won. It's 4-bet. No matter what when they have, though, because they already played this too. It's Insania.
Yeah, I know it's like the two. Insania plays Rubik, right? And then Taiga plays Batrider.
Yeah. Because they've already done this twice now.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, whatever position he actually is, I think he'll do really well against the Beastmaster lane. That's why I'm a bit concerned here, because it's a first round at bat. He should be very impactful in securing this Spectre's farm, and unless they do some try lane aggressive shenanigans or something on Thunder Predator. Yeah, they'll still get what they get because they have the Shaker block and everything like that, but the Spectres should have a really good start. That's always a bit scary, I think, to give a hero like Spectre.
For context, in Game 2 against Thunder Predator, they lost in 27 minutes.
Okay.
So they've already been kind of gyrocopter combination too.
I'm
For Thunder Predator had the IO driver?
No,
Oh.
Liquid did.
Ah.
And
Liquid had that, and they got ran at
Yeah.
and lost that fast.
they lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo.
That is also
yeah,
why
so they're
Liquid,
like, let's go late, boys.
That's why Liquid
let's go
also
later.
lost. They banned away the Death Prophet because that was very integral to their loss.
I see.
So Liquid is trying to do. Let's just flip the script. We'll
Yeah.
push more late game and just kind of milk it out through the early half of the game and hope that we can shine later on.
Yeah.
I like the Kunkka ban. Generally speaking, Kunkka's been one of the most popular 9th pick mids right now. It's just a really good team fighter. The damage mitigation from boat still very powerful. Puck.
Okay. Team 4 protect 1, but like you really do only have that one true scaling core. But he's been fighting with them. That's the thing with Thunder Predator. They don't have this issue where their like core isn't coming to fights. He has been coming to fights with them almost every time.
Is TA too greedy? DK is really nice against Lifestealer and Beastmaster, and it's good in lane versus Puck. You know what? I'm going to 100% double down.
Would that be the first DK of this
We
season?
saw
No,
stream.
off lane snaking.
off
We
lane.
saw that.
But Matthew, one of the best Husks in the world, and forced to play heroes like this, and they're going to fight for this rune. Will they be able to get this first blood? Matthew just smacking, and this will be a first blood. They're going to give it to Leo style, too.
They
Good
are
play
aggro
there.
trilating, so that was my one concern about the Beastmaster. So they've got their ducks in a row there. They know what they're doing.
I will say he's at least he's on. I think his best role is roamers. So
Agreed. Yeah.
Earth Spirit, Tusk, Earthshaker, Clockwork. Like all those heroes
Yeah.
are Matthew.
That's
heroes.
definitely a profile for sure. But it's a matter of is that in the meta now or not?
Luckily,
You know?
Earthshaker is. Has their shaker been out of the meta ever? It doesn't.
It doesn't
feel
go away
like
too
it.
long.
Turns
Yeah.
out stuns are pretty good, and her
Stuns are
shaker's got
great.
a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah,
So.
and one of the longest range ones.
Yeah.
Range is always good.
Another person who's definitely in their comfort zone is Leo Style. His
Yes.
most played hero in competitive matches is Puck.
Yes, sir. And Mickey gonna get stunned. Will he be able to make it into the tree line before the dagger was up? No, he's just gonna try to run away, and he will make it. Taiga harassing back. And you like this tri-lane BSJ because it gives why Beastmaster
It's just
gets
the
a lane,
Beastmaster would have struggled, yeah.
Okay.
And Beastmaster is not a hero you want to have getting wrecked in the early game. He's not going to have absolute free farm by any means in his own safe lane, but he'll get good levels here.
And uh-oh, they're going back. The Spectre's like, I'm just going to hit some creeps while you guys try to kill the Taiga Batrider. Man, he is stacking up the stick. You got to be careful. He does a lot of damage. There's the stun, and there's the kill. They'll actually give it to that winner, Wyvern. So the early 2 kills in this tri-lane.
Another part of that is also like Slardar is one of the few offlaners that's kind of a rougher matchup for Lifestealer. Lifestealer can survive through almost any matchup, but Slardar actually goes toe-to-toe very well with them.
That's a painful one for Frank.
Before he got his item, right?
No, he got it. He got
Oh,
it.
okay.
Here's just some tangles and some branches, I believe. And okay, Liquid still with a little bit of an early lead, even though they're down 2-0, and that's going to be the tri-lane effect here. And in the middle lane, DK versus Puck. Puck doing pretty good. Both of them should get farm here, right?
Yeah, it
That's
gets
always
worse
DK,
as
it feels
it gets
like.
worse as it goes on for Puck.
Both of them dragons. That's
Yep.
what I bring to the table, by the way.
I appreciate
no
it.
problem.
That's why we brought you on. Or
I'm
did
here
you
for
bring
that.
yourself on? How did that work exactly?
There was an open spot, and I took it.
There you go.
That's how you do it.
Gotta take your shot.
This is my chance.
They will have like another part of that matchup that really sucks in the mid lane is that Puck wants to be able to move around, right? And then his tower gets threatened. They do have a hero that is able to pull pressure off the towers really easily in Rubik. So I anticipate at least some point Insania is going to be making that rotation.
Yeah, almost saw a clipping there on Matthew, but
Clipping, though, is it really as detrimental as it used to be now that you have like all the TP scrolls and such? Or is it still can it still be
Ask
pretty
Arteezy.
savage?
yeah, it's not as bad, obviously, but
Late game clipping is
you
another
always feel
story.
bad. Yeah,
And most of the time, it's not as punishing, though.
yeah. It is still funny, though. Everyone loves a good cliffing. All right, Frank under his tower now getting tons of experience. Not so many last hits, but as you said, doesn't need those. Just get your levels. Eventually they'll leave your lane. You'll be able to push. That's the thing. Both these teams have heroes that can kind of just push on their own, and you always kind of have to keep in the back of your mind.
Blitz and Insania, I've always been talking about how Boxy is really the key factor for this team if he gets a good start, and he's doing that right now. So
And he's on his Slardar.
yeah, it's one of his favorite heroes. He should be able to run and gun, set up good team fights for Liquid.
What build do you want to see? Is it just Treads something blink or Treads blink?
I wouldn't even mind if he just goes like
Not even blink.
like drums at Ags almost.
Okay.
I think Ags, if you can ever get away with it on Slardar's the most broken Ags in the game.
Ooh,
That,
nice blocking.
That Treads drums build
Or is
feels
it?
so good.
Yeah, Treads drums Ags is a nice build.
Frank looking to be dead here. Going to try to dive in the tower, and it was a bash hitter. It would have taken one more. Insania was getting hit around, but Frank, it looked like it was a good block. It turns out he just blocked his teammate to death. Now Slardar going to fly out some more regen, tangos, and that salve.
And this is neck and neck, mid lane.
Oh, get that range creep denied in front of your face, though. All right, they're going to look for Mickey. You're not getting this kill. You're just trying to do as much harass as you can right here. Try to bring him under 200, 300 HP.
Feel the Arctic burn.
Indeed.
Lifestealer does match up quite well against Spectre, so it's going to be on the DK and the Slardar to kind of take him out of the game.
How's that go in the late game? Like, I'm talking 4, 5, 6 slotted kind of stuff, that matchup. Obviously,
the
team
Spectre's
around you.
usually the Spectre's not on par in terms of farm with the Lifestealer.
Okay.
I think Lifestealer basically comes down to he never dies to you as Spectre. So if Lifestealer's team threatens you, he's at the advantage.
Yeah.
But yeah, the problem with this game is I don't actually know if Thunder Predator can deal with a 5-slotted Spectre.
They don't
the
have
heroes
the
they picked
vision.
late.
Sorry.
I quite like the fact that you are able to play away from the Lifestealer in team fights.
Oh, I think he's live.
On Spectre, you mean?
Yeah, on Spectre, right? She's able to, like, a lot of times pick her target with her haunt. She's able to just play away from the Lifestealer. This hero is so hard to focus first in team fights unless you just have a truly killer combination.
Wow. They are just right-clicking this hero down. Do they have enough for a Splinter Blast? They do. Is there a creep? Not close enough right now. They just need to keep right-clicking. The Orb of Venom's there, but the Feast, lower damage the lower they get.
Calculated all the way back.
Yep.
Dang.
Hey, he saved 11 wand charges too.
Yeah.
Later.
Woo.
That was a smart play, too, because you just saw the Bat Rider, right? He was no HP, clearly TP'd home, which meant the Spectre was alone, so just go. That fast pace we tie about. When's the first, like, big road? When does the DK or the Puck rotate?
I think the DK is going to rotate first.
Wow, really?
And I think Puck is going to... I think DK's honestly should just keep pressuring mid. He has a catapult.
Yeah,
He's already popped his ult.
That's what I knew DK's for before. Being able to just hold down that mid lane, looking for the other mid laner, potentially get distracted with other means, and then you kind of take the tower.
Ooh, look at this. Insania sitting in Viz middle, but there's a Winter Wyvern as well as an Earthshaker standing around as well.
Good rotation from Thunder Predator, killing the catapult. First DK ult's only going to get about third or half of the health of the tower.
He's just harassed out. There's a
fish
block.
Everybody here to party?
There is a lot of damage being done. There's going to be the coil. Can't just run out, but the Pug needs to be careful himself. Doesn't do the most right click. Orb will fly over, and they get the right clicks. Quakebug goes down, and
That's a big kill.
there's the tip.
That's like the momentum for Liquid's lineup. All comes from the DK.
Because this Spectre, as we see, every time we look up here, it's a Lifestealer running at the Spectre, and the Spectre
You still get the
running
highest
away.
CS.
I know, but every time we
Yeah,
look
he does.
away, she's somehow getting CS
Yeah.
nonstop.
My goodness, focus, everyone, focus.
Every time we look up there, she's not hitting CS, but dang, she's hitting CS a lot when we're not there.
Support's just trading some hits here, looking for gold.
So the only core that's really in the dumpster right now is Beastmaster.
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't nearly match up to where Boxy is.
He's almost level 6 too, though,
Should
so
get
at
it
least
up.
his game's okay in regards to the levels. But yeah, he's not feeling the.
He just got to get his
safe lane
hands
solo
dirty in
here.
there with that first ulti. Make some magic happen. Maybe rotation to the top because action's going down. Jump under the tower, a little bit of a silence, and Mickey, this time I think you're numbered.
That was a good call in canceling the TP, too. You would have just died if you landed there. Is he phase boots? A lot of damage. Frank just chilling. Should know he needs to be a little bit more careful since you saw 3 top.
Would you wear a pair of phase boots in public? They look like cowboy boots.
I would.
All right.
I'd wear threads,
You're brave.
treads, phase boots, bots. The question is, would you wear bots too? The Tinker ones.
What about Tranquils?
Ooh, with like the wings on them?
Yeah.
I like them.
I like him.
I
Air
like them.
Jordan 5s, but there's going to be a Spectre ulti. They're going to try to run down Frank. He will get the roar. If it is on the Slaughter, do they have enough damage? Mickey, he came down here as well, and they're in a little bit of trouble. No ulti from the Winter Wyvern, but level 5, nice stun, will hit one. Boxy just going to walk away. The Boar hits him one more time. Is it enough slow is the question. Doesn't look like it, and he will be able to sprint out.
Faded Broach for a Bat Rider, the dream.
We TP'd up to top lane, so no
Nice.
real time lost for Mickey, which is the nice part.
Yep, just the ulti down.
Yeah, but he just doesn't have a great lane to go into right now.
DK.
Weird part about Slardar is that he doesn't immediately create the space that sometimes you want based off of just levels and such. Like, he really needs that, like, second or third item.
We'll see. It seems Liquid still okay, just having the lanes as they are. Taiga, meanwhile, stealing a lot of the Radiant jungle.
It's another interesting thing. You don't very often see the Mickey Insania duo split apart, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much only with the Rubik. A lot of time, even then, they don't do it all the time. Insania will go down bottom. Frank.
That was to a coil, so it's a low cooldown though.
Oh,
The items
Royal
are
Jelly
coming
and
in.
Broom Handle.
Yeah, so here comes all the items.
even more regen for the DK. You know he's taking it.
Will he go for the patented Eternal Envy Necrobook Spectre? What do you think?
I mean, I've been seeing it more in Europe than, Eternal Envy, but I don't know, honestly. I've heard the pros and cons. Matthew will just go down to the Firefly. Taiga's getting a lot right now. That is the one guy, like, maybe your Spectre's not, but he's just been stealing all of the
He is
jungle.
a very annoying Bat Rider, I can tell already.
Yeah.
In the laning phase, certainly a bit of a nuisance, able to kind of slip away from potential trouble. He's getting their face, but now he's just always into action. I love this 4-position Bat Rider stuff.
It's good to see Bat Riders.
Yeah.
Bounty's coming out. Doesn't look like either team contested the other team's outpost, so just splitting that 50-50. But Rubik is going to sneak that bounty rune away from the Radiant side. He has the deep wards to know the information that he's not going to run into a couple heroes. Leo style
Wondering
finds the bad news.
where'd it go.
Yeah, he's like, what?
It almost kind of means you could digest they might have a ward up there as well
Yeah.
if he got it. I mean, that's kind of hopeful, but yeah.
Usually you make the call like, I think he would only go there if he knew he could.
He could, exactly. These pro players are pretty smart.
Yeah.
I would say they're pretty smart. Oh,
They're
and
all
the
right.
shovel. Shovels. You guys ever had to dig holes as kids as punishment for something? Like just go out back and
Wait,
dig holes?
I watched that movie.
No.
Dig holes for punishment? I've
Yeah.
heard about that, but
Yeah.
I've never
I
seen
did-
it in practice.
I had to dig holes as punishment as an adult.
Yeah, it's rough. Ooh, the roar's coming out. Splinter Blast will end up hitting. Will he go down? Maybe not. They get it at the last second. Barely down, but Boxy, that's the core, and
Boxy's got to dig some holes now.
he is. He's digging holes. He's
Taking
got to
his
dig
own
his own
grave.
grave. Yeah.
Digging holes is a good workout. Get some
hello.
get some sun.
that creep's speedy.
I miss the old, year build BSJ. The
I miss it too,
OG
man. I
life
missed it.
stealer running at 5,000 movement speed with a Radiance and a Dragon.
And the dragon was a magic immune. It was the
Wasn't
good
that like Loda
times.
doing that in the game?
That, I would
They
honestly
did,
say BSJ.
they did it. Well,
did
a few
lot.
people were doing it in Europe, and then
Yep.
I said, I think you can really commit to this. And
He won tournament games with it.
I casted a game with Alliance, and I think Loda doing it, and it was very comical, not
Yeah.
as successful.
yeah, it was
It's
something
way back.
that
It's way back.
I refined it. I did not pioneer it.
But
You
he
know
did.
what I
I
mean?
remember watching your games, and
I
I'm
was
just like,
winning
why
games.
is he winning?
Refined
Why?
No, like I started winning almost every pub with it. It was so stupid. Level 6, you just win.
Coils, they're don't want to get it stolen. Silence will be there. Fade Bolt goes out. There's going to be a stun. Rubik goes down. Arcane Rune as well for the puck. He's going to love that
Ooh.
one. But that's a
Lifestealer
huge
also goes
kill.
down to a lasso, I
Kentaro.
assume.
Looks like it. Yeah.
That faded brooch, getting him in position, man. That item's so good on Batrider.
And they still have the Spectre ult too, so
Ready to go back.
I imagine Liquid will probably try and make some sort of poke with the next Dragon Form play that they've got up.
Koikfa is rushing that Blink Dagger, so they really want to ramp up the pace of this game. That means it's probably more likely Slardar will not buy a Blink, because they also have one. Oh, he is going Blink. So I've seen this casual Glove of Haste before.
Yep. Oh, Roar. They had the ward there, and they pinged it out right before he left. There's going to be the orb coming over. Silence will be there after the stun. Do they have enough damage? It is a DK. Fade Bolt there, taking away even more damage. There's the dunk. You got to use it. Are they going to be in trouble here? No, it's going to be Insane who's in trouble. It's going to probably be a 2 for 0.
That was a little cute phase shift play, but I don't know about all these Blink Daggers from Team Liquid. I
Yeah.
don't think you're supposed to have 3 Blinks.
No, that's a lot of net worth. Just
For
no
blinking.
stats, no nothing. Blanking.
Damage. Yeah.
They have so many big play ults on their team. It's like, hey, now we'll at least at any point in time have at least something to work with and an initiation. But yeah, I don't know if they're not successful with it, or if they just get knocked out before they're even able to succeed. It's going to really dig them down.
Yeah, I think you'd rather have like 1 Blink Dagger from the Shaker, a Veil from the Puck, Vlad's from the Beastmaster, as opposed to just 3 Blink Daggers. That's
Wait, are
kinda-
you talking about the other
Wait.
team?
Well, what I'm saying is
Oh,
like
okay.
Thunder Predator has a nice balance of
Oh,
things.
okay, yeah, sorry.
While Team Liquid's buying 3 Blinks.
Well, we all looked at you. Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
Wrong
I was,
team.
I was testing
Yeah.
you guys.
Like, it's an effective Heaven's Halberd game for DK. It's I feel like Drums is very effective for Slardar in this matchup because it actually gives you a hero that can go toe-to-toe with Lifestealer. You're not going to, maybe no, you won't kill him, but you're really going to hamper his effect in team fights. You know, if you get on top of support, they're just kind of done. I don't
Helps
know.
the Batrider get in position too with the burst of movement speed.
Sure.
Yeah, because they'll jump in and use their abilities and no one dies. They're just going to turn around and crush them because they have Blink Daggers and not like any life or extra ways to amplify all the damage they're putting out too.
Even worse, they're playing against a Beastmaster who inherently makes Blink Daggers like just a less effective item because you have the superior vision in team fights.
And Thunder Predator, they're like kind of nervous because they don't see anyone. We see them all. They're like bottom lane trying to push that tier 1. Leo Style's like solo defending it right now.
Might
Slardar's
be able to catch
hasted.
him.
Can they get him? Coil throws out his orb. Will he be able to make it away? His courier might not. Oh, breaks the coil before they can get him. Get to throw out the ulti. Does he have another face shift? Dodges the dagger. He needs to go by his courier so he doesn't take Desolate, and he does. That was a slick play. That was that. He would have died if he didn't go near his courier because it counts.
Looks like Liquid was doing 2 different things. Boxy was hasted top, then they were trying to make a play bottom. Taiga TP'd into top, and then he died. So kind of all over the place coming from Liquid here.
And this is the fast pace, right? They've taken your tier 2 already up top, and you didn't even get the tier 1 bottom because of Leo Styles' defense. This is everything Thunder Predator. It's kind of what we expected, right? The faster-paced lineups just in your face.
Yeah, the team with no coach for the entire event.
Yep, just beast mode. Sometimes, honestly, I'm surprised every team almost feels like they do need a coach because it feels like you could get in your own head with somebody. Well, you know, that's a lot of stuff to get into, though.
Dota's a hard game, man. It's
is.
hard to be neutral about your opinion on what went wrong in a game.
It is, because the thing is, if someone else says, well, the real reason, and then you're like, wait, so my reason? All right.
Yep.
And you see it, Thunder Predator. Heavy favorites now, which I don't disagree with. You have this fast-paced lane. This Spectre is not scaling too quickly. Very bottom of the barrel, even below Frank now.
Boots of Travel first puck, so super greedy in the sense that all three cores are trying to farm on the side of Thunder Predator. And this is a Roche that if
It's
they
free.
don't contest with all these blink daggers,
It's free.
yeah, they don't have haunt. Ooh.
This is scary. And this isn't one of those, like, it almost feels like a two Aegis game, even though you don't have one of those heroes, because the Spectre eventually will get big if you don't pressure, but...
It's too late. I don't even think they know.
Yeah, and I imagine they're certainly not going to want to fight once they see this news.
It's just hard anyways, right? Earthshaker and Winter White. We didn't even talk about that. Sure, Spectre is the best carry maybe in the late game, but you've got an Earthshaker, Winter Wyvern, which might be two of the best supports.
He
They
went
did
back
switch
for
it up.
Vanguard.
Yeah. It is a good Crimson Guard game, but
You're not still don't like it that much?
I just don't think that Liquid wins this game off of more survivability, let's say.
Okay, what do you think
like
they do?
I mean, they just need more damage on their lineup, right? Spectre's going to be slow to do damage. DK, not the best damaging core in the game. Your supports, their damage is very hit or miss. Like if Insania does steal a really big spell, like Fisher especially, then it'll be good.
Will be a grab, but look at, we have some backup coming from the Boots of Travel.
No
Blink,
damage.
Puck, Frank, he's going to be able to get away. He's actually just going to throw the roar. Can they kill his DK? Is still very tanky. In goes Kataro, just right-clicking away with that beast. He does do quite a bit of damage, getting blocked by the Book One, actually going to hop into the Book. And he's just running up. They get the easy one on Quake, but they're going to look for Insania now. Can he make it out? Do we have a stun? Doesn't look like he has the ulti. Winter Wyvern will secure the +1 here. And yeah, I love how he runs away, not letting it
Making
get
sure he does
stolen
stolen,
just
yeah.
in case. Smart move. Yeah, we talked Leo style. He is pretty much controlling the pace of the game. Frank gets gone on 3v1. He just pops out of nowhere.
I really don't understand what Liquid's going for here. Oh, the Echo Slam to cancel.
Maybe they're going for
Nice
most number of
dodge.
TPs canceled in 30 seconds.
Uh-oh. But he is just, well, I don't even think they care that he
Yeah.
got away. They're
Yeah.
like, wait, and he's not. He's dead. They lost his tier 2. They're going base.
They have a Death Zone and a Beastmaster. This is not a slow push by any means.
This might just be a dead tower. They don't have a glyph.
might be a dead
Holy
rack.
Thunder
smokes.
Predator swagging on these guys right now.
The BO1. Dude,
Like,
South America. Let's
dang.
see this.
I mean, no Dragon form. I almost think Thunder Predator, like, you just go for Rex. You have
Should.
Aegis.
I think at least ranged. I actually don't think you go melee.
That range is unhealable, man.
It is. They will back out. No, that's fine, too. You are very far ahead now, and you know that. This is one of the games where you know you're far ahead.
You've won enough team fights, you've gotten enough picks, you've gotten enough objectives that the timer of, like, oh, you know, Spectre lineup, et cetera, that is not even in your head right now. You don't have to worry about this core for another, like, maybe if another 8 minutes goes by with no kills or anything and nothing changing, then maybe they start worrying a bit, but
I just don't understand why Liquid built all these blink daggers, or like no damage. Where's the drums? Where's the Vlads? Where's like all these aura items that buff up your team? While one team has it, the other one doesn't. And we saw like 3-man gank onto the Beastmaster, and he just didn't die.
Ooh, don't give away Fisher.
On the other hand, it's like two heroes on Thunder Predator go on somebody and they die.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
Oh, whoa, easy there. Kataro in the center. He's taking a journey. Whoa.
There's
He's
no
staying in.
respect right now for the base. No respect.
Kataro,
he's
man,
not
I
gonna
swear
win.
to God. Knocks it once for 4 damage.
Give me 4 minutes, it'll be dead.
And you got a double damage puck, so you're taking this even quicker now. This seems to be a fray melee barracks. No, they back up.
They're playing really scared.
Okay, here we go. The melee, they want to jump in. He's just going to pop it and run away. Crossface is there. They will be able to snatch him up. Can he make it out? Nice Fisher. It's going to be a 3-man silence. There's the roar as well. They want to bring down Fox before he can do anything else. The Lifestealer does have the Aegis, so you're taking down twice. There's going to be an ulti. No one else is attacking him. They lock it down. This could be a little bit of problem for Thunder Predator now.
Crimson.
He's going to try to run away. Taiga just juking over this cliff. There goes Taiga, but Winter Wyvern 1 for 1 so far. Meke here now. Can they chase for more? Koikva wants to. They know it is the armlet toggle. God, you got to be careful. Orbs forward. Can he get it off? No. Will drop.
Big kill.
It is, and they
And
will get
another
Frank.
one.
Nice pick up. A lot of these canceled TP +1s here. Leo style will make it out, but it is a melee Rax. Are you okay with that if you're Liquid? You knew you were probably losing a Rax. At least you get 2.
That was
Or-
a good trade for you on Liquid.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. We
Liquid
can check.
played that team fight really well.
Yep.
Combination of like, okay, they didn't get too gripped up for the Winter's Curse, the way they play the game in and out against the Lifestealer, the Spectre hunting into the back line, identifying the Winter Wyvern as the best target to go on.
And it was, let's say it wasn't a good Winter Wyvern ulti. Kind of
It
messed
came
them
out
up pretty
late
bad.
and it was
Yeah.
just boxy only, and by that point they committed so much onto him, and the Vanguard I guess helped a bit because he fought his way through it and was able to survive.
Yep, that feels like a nerves thing because you know the lifesteal's respawning and like the Slardart's going to want to be on top. So you almost want to wait for him to respawn and then use it.
Was MJZ too far away for the Cold Embrace off the lasso?
Yeah, I was
He
kind of
must
confused
have,
about
right?
that too.
Because
Yeah.
there's
I
no way the
believe so,
Lifestealer loses that first life for free like that otherwise.
It's a pretty long range on that ability as well. I like how he's maxing it over the
Arctic
Burn.
Burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
They're still playing very aggressive. They are still definitely ahead in this game. You are a little nervous because you did lose a little, and it is the Radiance. You guys like this one after the Manta?
I mean, they just
Yields?
need damage. So if he wants to go for the Radiance, I don't mind it.
Allow him to be able to split push side lanes a little bit more effectively.
True.
Thunder Predator don't really want to split up too much right now.
It's going to be his like third or fourth item that makes
Ooh.
him impactful. So the Radiance is not only a damage item, but it also, like Cap said, allows him to get to that third and fourth item.
Okay, here we go.
Boost him up.
Moving
Here we got the
quickly.
Earth Bomb.
They have a scan on one. Oh, are they going to be able to save this? No, Winter
Oh
Wyvern
my
just
God,
gets choked.
get
Wait,
wrecked.
he does
Wait.
save himself for now, and they jump forward. Will they be able to get Taiga? Taiga gets ulted on top, but he can't
go
get
slides
hit.
forward.
It's a perfect play. Taiga goes down. So does the Winter Wyvern. Per normal, there's going to be a roar. They get another ulti from the Spectre on the back lines. Leo Stell's trying to melt him down. There's going to be the stolen dunk. Koikva goes down. Matthew goes down. But it looks bad for Qatar. But a nice buyback save from the Winter Wyvern. For now, it looks like he gets put under again. Will he be able to get out? It's an Earthshaker stun. The Lifesteal stun gets the open wounds up, but gets bashed right in the face. It's a 3-man Slitherine crush, and he's in trouble, but he's trying to get away. Frank goes down. This isn't looking good for Thunder Predator at all.
Liquid.
It's a dieback
Oh,
from the
Liquid are back.
Wyvern. Leo Style does get a godleg on Insania, but they lose another fight.
Yeah, better than 8 minutes of no fighting. What about 2 fights that go for Liquid? That's
Boom.
really good.
Wow.
And you just got all 4 kills on your Spectre. 5 kills, 4 kills Spectre, you had another kill.
This is OG TI8 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Down by hopeless game with Spectre, and suddenly 2 fights, and you're back.
Liquid's playing themselves out of the hole that they originally put themselves in, whether through draft or getting outplayed by Thunder Predator. They're just overplaying a lot of these team fights.
It feels Taiga is getting perfect holds. He just held the Lifestealer in place the whole time, and he got solo echoed again. So I think if you're Matthew now, I don't think you can do these solo echoes for like just solo echoes anymore.
Would you say we're at like an even wash right now, or is it actually now tipping for Liquid?
I'd still say it's a little Thunder Predator myself, but
I think
it's
Liquid's
close.
favored at this point.
Very conflicting opinions from this couch.
Yeah.
Oh my
Cap,
goodness,
settle it.
I think I would lead slightly, very, very slightly towards Thunder Predator right
Oof.
now. But
Because
I've
it's like
been
one.
ganged upon.
It feels like if it's one
Look-
push and you might just lose the game, right? With the Lifestealer beast.
all of a sudden, Blitz Dota shows up.
Smiling, walking in. Feeling a bit
3
better.
minutes ago, he was cowering in the corner. Oh, no.
They're back. Okay, let's come to the
Blitz,
couch.
hear you
this
yet.
one.
That one's not on yet. That one, yeah.
That one's not on yet.
5th mic.
Sooner it'll be up. Sooner it'll be up. Production will get you shortly.
Psych.
They're currently pulling Twitch chat and whether or not they want to let
Sorry.
Blitz Dota out of the cage.
Like when the game's on, it's our only break.
What are we getting? BKB, pretty standard. He has been going for that BKB for a bit now. No.
No. We didn't want to hear from you anyways, Blitz.
Battle room time.
I can't sign language.
Uh-oh, there's going to be the coil. Will they be able to get this DK? Yep, they have the feast here. There's going to be a stun. Matt, you won't have to commit his ulti. That's the one thing. We haven't forgot about old Leo Style, who is now at a beyond godlike 10-0-6.
Yeah, I was
Lincoln's, he is tough to bring down.
Yeah, I think while Liquid have overplayed the last 2 team fights, Leo Styles consistently overplayed his hero maybe a bit. Like he's just going insane. The first team fight inside the base, like he counter-initiated the Slaughter follow-up stun on the lasso really well. Unfortunately, there was no Cold Embrace to interrupt that, and I think that's something that MJZ needs to play off of a little bit more. Trust that Leo Style is going to stop these chain stuns on the Lifestealer, and trust that, Matthew needs to play off. That MJZ will get Winner's Curses and Cold Embraces. Don't feel pressured to jump in an Echo Slam based off of the initiation on the Lifestealer. That's not your job. Trust other people to do their job. If they don't, then that's on them. But like he needs to be able to find a more offensive entrance and not just try and disrupt combos.
I agree.
And it looks like they are. It might be coming down to a 2-Roche game. It feels like, again, they're waiting on Radiant, I believe, for that. They do get a Titan Sliver for the Lifestealer, it looks like, or the other one just got a Paladin Sword too.
Repair kit for the Liquid boys. That is a big pickup.
That is. They needed that one.
Yeah, their high ground defense is pretty good, but that certainly makes it quite a bit better. Both these teams actually have really good high ground defense,
do.
so it's
Legitimately?
going to be hard to breach either side.
Legitimately, that repair kit actually flips me over to Liquid, just like that. Because now I know, like, very likely the game's going to stall out probably another, like, at least 2 more minutes. At least because of the repair kit, right? Yeah. And I think just anything that allows this Radiance to come into effect is really big.
He's queuing up a Basher next. You don't want to go hard at Trask, generally speaking, against Lifestealer. You definitely need to make yourself a threat. Yeah, it's interesting. I think Basher's kind of the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I mean, it damage and some HP.
Yeah, a little bit of HP once he gets Abyssal as well.
Will be a kill on this Winter Wyvern up here, just trying to push out the lane as we normally see from these Winter Wyverns. Steals the Cold Embrace.
Yeah, that's a big one against Beastmaster Lifestealer.
The repair kit for Radiant, Cap. Are you back?
It doesn't matter.
Just checking.
Radiant repair kit, like, that's the weird thing about repair kit, man. It's like sometimes it's a crazy effective item, and other times it just doesn't matter. And for Thunder Predator, like, they're looking to end the game.
Yep.
You know? And,
ooh, gonna be tougher now. They can't just chain stun this DK. It is a late BKB, but you get it, and he's the one they've kind of just been bullying. And now you have that BKB, you're not feeling as bad.
All right, Thunder Predator, they pop the smoke. They're looking to go back on the move. Let's see what they can get in the mid lane. I see a DK.
He has a BKB.
No, how's it going? Jumping right in, hits him up with a 1-2 punch, and he's gone. And they even gave him the roar, too. Oh, my God, they hated that man.
They knew if he got
Roche,
BKB
right?
off, he might live, so
And
that
it's
was
Roche.
probably worth it.
Yeah.
That was vicious.
No buyback. This might just be another Roche. Let's see. They can defend this. Because it is a second Roche, the armor, the HP, a little bit higher.
I mean, I'm down. Just one of those ultimates should have been saved.
Probably. Uh-oh, Winter Wyvern. Nice block out there from Matthew. It's going to be the Spectre ulti. They get a curse down. But
curse
he's
stolen.
just dancing around. Taiga trying to get out of there. The Barra has done such a good job being on top of these cliffs. Kataro going to try to run away. Hops into Matthew. And they defend again, Leo style. Uh-oh, Lincoln's gets popped. He could be in trouble. Does miss the crush, though. How does he get out of here? Well,
goes the other
by
way.
giving him the old razzle-dazzle. And they're going to initiate again. Kataro, he is doing a ton of damage.
Nice
It is a stolen curse, but it's not going to be enough to get the kill. But they get the 4-man stomp instead. Franks here doesn't have that roar because we saw it used. Fisher gets stolen as well. Used 4-man stun. They're going to try to get out. Kataro is getting bashed on top of the head. See you later. Perfect steals from Insania right now, and it feels like this 5 position is carrying him. Perfect. L stolen. Wow.
Insania.
Winner's curse.
I mean, I can't believe he held on to the Winner's Curse for so long.
Yeah.
Right? He stole it, and then there was times where he could have maybe thrown it at the puck solo to hope his team would, like, chain stun off of that and such, but he really held it and found the perfect opportunity
You
to turn
talked
around.
about the trust on, like, Thunder Predator, and you saw it right there. Like, he just trusted this is going to be a good ulti, and it sets up a 4-man slithering crush.
Yeah, I'm seeing the trust and patience executed much more for Liquid than for Thunder Predator. You're talking about the Echoes before. We saw the roar maybe being a little overcautious to make sure that DK went down. What if they had that roar in that fight?
Yeah, for
What
sure.
if they had that roar?
They, I think they imagined that DK was such a big factor in team fights that
really
Liquid
not.
would not fight without him, but I just don't think that's really the case, right?
DK seems, honestly, maybe he might be the least important hero on their team right now, actually.
Yeah.
Like, over both supports, too.
He did his job.
Wow.
He did.
Did his job, and now he can hit the towers and just be a battering ram more so. maybe initiator, but
The
game is on Thunder Predator at this point. As far as how many fights do we give him before it's just Spectre taking over entirely?
Yeah, could be just one at this point. We'll have to see. Lifestealer takes the tome for himself. The old carry tome.
He went back for the defusal on Spectre.
That
rather
is,
than the Basher.
this makes support lives really hard. With the combination of defusal plus radiance and the manta, both these supports want to play the backline of team fights. That is one of the things that kind of kills your whole concept of how these fights are going to run.
You have the Ags on Puck. Didn't have it last fight.
Puck's just not going to carry this game, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
you'd much rather have a Spectre at this net worth than a Puck.
What about the perma giant AoE silence at level 25?
What's the 25 talent?
It's
100.
it's the
Rift
AoE
and range.
Yeah.
425.
So it's gigantic. He jumps all over the place, silences in this huge AoE, and there's only a 1 second cooldown now between the silence fading and then being reapplied.
Oh, wow.
It's insane.
and
I've never
Spectre
actually
knows
seen a
literally-
Puck with that talent get there. I've never seen it.
Well, I think we will this game. That's a tense game. I mean, this is definitely a BO1 game. It has been Thunder Predator had about a 7K lead, but then you give that second Roche to a Spectre. And now both teams playing pretty damn safe, even with that Aegis on a Liquid. Man, this is tense. What are you trying to play? He's trying to BKB on the Lifestealer. Or Wyvern with the Force, yeah.
His Lifestealer build, even though it looks like he built a scale, is really all in. Like, he went for this physical damage against DK Spectre, and
Wow.
he just doesn't scale like you want a Lifestealer to scale. And I've played Lifestealer a lot into Spectre myself back when I played carry, and it just, you die once or twice, and suddenly you can't kill the Spectre anymore, and then you, what happens is you play the team fights, and you turn around and your supports are dead, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And then you're dead.
I guess this is on me now.
Yeah, and
Damn it.
I'm all alone. And he's got the Slardar and the Batrider that kind of ruin his game if he doesn't have assistance. So a lot of weight on the shoulders of this Puck to.
Just make space.
Yeah, I was gonna
make
say,
perfect
disrupt the
time.
game.
Well, Kev, he has, as he said, maybe overplaying his hero. He's going to have to keep doing that. We'll see. They will defend the bottom tier 2. Mickey just continuing to farm up, ready to go in any fight he needs. Aegis plus ulti. Almost a full basher now. I think if he just sells his one, he has it. So what do you do if you are a Thunder Predator? Do you just Leo-style split pushes the lane, hope he doesn't get caught, and you wait the Aegis out?
You have to wait the Aegis out. Spectre is probably one of the best Aegis heroes in the entire game.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot like Wraith King, where it almost feels like 3 lives because of the dispersion.
Yeah.
Twice.
After that, you have to use the advantage that you have with the Beastmaster vision mixed with the lane pushing of Puck and Wyvern.
Oh!
Wow.
Get back over here! Sit down! Shut up!
They find him. The tank falls, and he steals Hawk. Hey, now you got the vision advantage once more.
Narrowly escapes on the Wyvern there.
Damn.
TP cancel extraordinaires.
There's been so many TPs canceled by both teams this game.
Yes. Man, this Earthshaker, we might be I feel it might just be on the supports of Thunder Predator too. You have these big counter-initiate ults, but Liquid, they've shown they can play around it very, very well.
I think Lotus Orb would be much more valuable than a Solar Crest, so somebody needs to build it. They have so many single-target initiations on Liquid.
Especially against the Batrider, just almost nullifies him if you get it off.
Yeah, he's going for the medallion, though, so I think that's more of an offensive medallion Solar Crest than a defensive one.
Yeah, for sure.
Shred the
Like
Spectre.
they're running low on damage, right, for this Lifestealer. He's just not tearing people apart like he used to.
They did get that melee racks, but UC just doesn't feel that big. Especially you got this Dragonite, just Breath of Fire. They don't do any damage anyways. So Aegis goes away.
For now, I suppose it's enough that Liquid haven't felt like it's really necessary to even cross the river at this point. They've still been content just hanging on their side.
Yeah, they're super happy chilling. They're like, man, Koikva did not have a game, and now he's getting a little bit of time to farm finally. All right. Get that AC for him very shortly. And we see the Wyvern just either top lane or bottom. He's going to be hiding in the jungle just the entire time, or these side forests.
Slardar's almost got Ags.
Damn. That's scary. The old puddle. Blink Dagger for the Beastmaster. Someone else who can start a fight now.
Yep. Follow up for potentially this Matthew bomb coming out here. They can just maybe get their crosshairs onto the Spectre and blow her up fast enough.
Oh boy. That's
Maybe,
in position
but
5.
they see him.
Big Ags.
Quakefell? That's not who they want.
Okay.
Don't know who's on that high ground.
It's a smart gem pickup. I like that a lot.
Oh my goodness, he actually dodged the Slithering Crush and survives. I think they thought he TP'd out too, and he's just chilling up here now. Or down here, I should say.
He was flying originally, so up
Yeah.
here makes more sense in that context.
Appreciate
I
it.
got your back.
Altitude.
Thank you. And right now it feels Thunder Predator, they're just split pushing out lanes, just making sure they don't get pushed in. It's tough. I really don't know what you do as Thunder Predator. Like, how do you take a fight?
I think that's how you take a fight. You have to push in these lanes and wait for Liquid to make one of those mistakes because again, you have vision and you have lane pushing. You need to use that advantage to force Liquid apart at some point in time and get a pick.
Well,
Like
maybe
this.
here.
perfect. And you get the TV from Leo Style. This might just be into the tier 2. Like you said, there is not a buyback. It doesn't mean they know that, and you're always scared, right? If you have a Spectre, if that Spectre ults, you just get a buyback TP. It's hard pushing towers.
On top of that, they still have insane like single target damage. Like when they do get on top of somebody who strays from the herd a little bit, then they're gonna cull that person real quickly. And Liquid are probably just gonna have to abandon the follow-up fight from there.
It's just a back and forth map control battle right now. So what this
Yeah.
Rubik kill really gives them is the ability to do what they're doing, walking aggressively on the map, getting D wards.
Do you like this? It looks like he switched not a BKB Lifestealer, but Satanic queued up.
Yo, is he gonna buy one of those tag-ins or what? He's got 5.2k gold on this puck, and I've seen him queue up this tag-in 5 for a long time now.
I just want to see this AoE.
Does he not want to
silence, man.
reveal it at all and just suddenly show up with Dagon like 4 and that just
could
totally
be.
catches him off guard? Like, oh my god,
Or do
I'm
you-
dead. Spectre's dead.
Or are you thinking of switching over to the physical damage at this point?
Yeah,
Could
or
be,
he's
yeah.
holding it for something else.
You
I
didn't go
mean-
the talents. You'd have to get to level 30 to make that a thing.
True.
Yeah, the phase shift attack plus 30 damage.
I think
Even if you did choose the Dream Coil Rapid Fire, just not that hype with only like one damage item.
Yeah.
You need 2 or 3.
I think Dagon or Shivas are really his only realistic options.
Sure.
Dagon probably.
And yeah, Dagon seems better.
Oh, so he does go. No, he gets it. The BKB, and he switches BKB Nullifier. All right.
You kind of need a BKB this game because once you rage, they just corrosive haze you, and you're gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
You could have gone Manta earlier, but it's not a good Manta game, so it wouldn't have made sense.
Oh, insane, yeah. Gotta be careful. There are some heroes behind him, though. Looks like they were baiting him out, so a good call by Matthew, not overcommitting. There's Taiga, though. He's gonna throw out the ulti from the airship. Do they have enough damage? The breathe fires there, but they do. Ty goes down. It's an instant buyback. Stolen Fisher again from Insania. Gets one, traps him. Matthew buys back as well. It's gonna be a 5-on-5 again. Scoops up that illusion rune on the backside. It's gonna be an easy winner. Wyvern pick off. Only steals the Arctic Burn. But he has the Ag, so no cooldown. And Leo Styles already gone. He's like, well, see you later.
It's not terrible for Thunder Predator just because I feel like when you are behind trading these buybacks and getting closer and closer to like one engagement where you could potentially end the game is like better for the team that's behind.
Here you go, BSJ. This is the creep wave that gives it to him.
What is this puck saving for?
All right.
I'm ready for the silence, man. I've never seen it.
Yeah, he's going to use it randomly, I think.
What is he going to pair with? There it is. Boom, 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 boom. I
That's
have
only a
the
4,
laser
isn't it?
cannon.
3, 4.
Okay. We'll see.
I'm
We'll
waiting.
see. It is the Nether Shawl as well, so it is
Phaser
even more.
activated.
Can we hover over the Waning Rift just to show that? Oh, it doesn't.
We'll see it, I'm sure.
I was hoping to at least see the jump radius, but it's really big. He's
Mickey.
so hard to lock down.
And the third Roche is here. Do you just hop out and go for it? They are going to. Holy smokes. They know there's no Spectral team. Maybe they think that's enough to do this.
Could be.
It might be. You see Kataro beating down on Roche pretty damn quick. They have no vision of it. They are not coming over yet. This is a third Roche. Well played, Thunder Predator. Wow.
They needed this. They would have lost the game if they didn't get this rush.
So Refresher Shard, that's double Dagon 4?
No, it looks like they gave it to Shaker.
No,
or
it's
they
on
gave
him.
it to. Oh no, I thought they gave it off. Okay.
Yeah.
So double Dagon 3, double Coil is obviously really big.
double waning rift that's already...
Oh, the radius
But-
on that's hilarious.
By the way, I was incorrect. I apologize. It's not a 1 second downtime.
How much is it?
Half a second downtime.
Damn, even better!
He's got a spell prism. 100% uptime with spell prism.
3.2 second cooldown for a 3.5 second disable.
Silence.
Yeah, silence.
Well, that's
I mean,
just silly.
Silence,
That's
how?
just silly.
Silence is a disable.
The whip. The witless shake. This has like been one of the longest games we've had. Of course, it is the BO1. You know, the tension's high.
Give me to those 60-minute
Yeah, I was
neutral
gonna
items,
say, do we get
baby.
to see-
At this
I've
point,
never
let's
seen
do
the
it.
tier 5s.
I
man.
want to see some tier 5s.
I still haven't seen them, even though it's only 60 minutes now. Have we had a game this tournament so far?
We had the Wraith King one that was off stream with
Oh,
OGCDG
that had 60
game
minutes?
1. I believe so, yes.
Okay.
BKB almost on the Bat Rider. BKBs are just going to be huge this whole time. Oh, goes for the pushback, pushes him forward instead. He gets found.
Welcome to the Rift game.
Oh, and the Roar's going to fly out as well. They want it being nailed. That is going to be the buyback if they get him, but it's a stolen Roar, and he's still alive with the Crimson Guard. Finally, Leo Style brings him down. The Fisher is there blocking them all out. He's going to steal Fisher himself. Blocks out 2 more. There goes Frank. It's a 1-for-1 right now. Aegis on the ground. Boxy's trapped in, or is he not? No, he blinks out. Misses the crush, actually. Leo Style pops forward, uses that Dagon. Kataro trying to melt through Meke. He throws the dagger to run away, but it looks like they both want to square up on each other. The DK right-clicking now. BKB down, but Rage is up, getting slowed. Needs an evasion hit here, doesn't get it. Use the cheese. A mild block off. Is it enough? It seems to be. But one's going to die. Wait!
Oh!
He re-engages. Do they have the damage for it? Insania steals it, and they don't. That might just be it.
Is that a blink in from Insania after the AoE silence? I almost. Oh no, it wasn't.
No, that was a blink from the
He-
Shaker, and then he stole it.
He was just outside of the range.
Yeah.
That is really hard to be outside of range of the 800 AoE
nuts.
waning rift.
Yeah, that is crazy. That was, once again, Insania with the plays.
The
Yeah.
rifts were all over the place. Don't get me wrong, you could definitely see it in action, but it honestly looked like Liquid just kind of ignored it for the most part.
Yeah.
And then when the puck was in their face, like, fine, we'll just take care of this little
They
nuisance.
perma-silenced the Bat Rider,
Nice
but what does that
play.
really do for
Yeah, they've gotten off the initial, set of skills. After that point, whatever.
I'm really surprised they actually aren't good for the throne.
Yeah,
Super surprised.
They needed to poke more at the Bat Rider. They don't even have to commit on killing
Double
him with their
ulti.
combination.
Yeah, double ulti.
Just let the puck keep on hammering at him.
And you could tell they are like missing damage, especially because the puck was almost just after that. He just chased the Slarder and he used like his full combo, and it did like 40% of his HP, and he was just fine.
Yeah,
The
this is
puddle.
where some of Thunder Predator's aggression gets them into trouble because it feels like they don't take enough time to wait out counter initiation and counter that. Right? It's just like
Impatience for sure.
Yeah, you see a hero, see an opportunity, get a pick off. You think that's going to win you the fight, so you just kind of all jump at it. How many times have they like overdone it on kills?
Quite
That
a
was-
few.
Illusionist
Three.
Cape
The
for
DK
Spectre.
one was like the one that really started turning
Yeah.
it. And then they did it at least 2 more times since then.
Dude, Illusionist Cape on Spectre is so value.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. We'll see where this Lifestealer wants to go now after that. BKB still.
Divine, that's a
Rapier.
good choice.
You
I
have
think
to.
Midos needs a way to change this game.
Oh.
MNZ.
I don't even know if he does enough damage with a Divine Rapier, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They need that in some like
You need like a Daedalus on
top
top of it.
neutral item they can hold out
Oh,
for.
he needs
Whoa.
the Pirate Hat.
Yeah, the pirate. Oh.
And they will just back up, gonna go back maybe to the split push game. I think that's fine, especially with your puck. And there's gonna take over control of the map with this gem on the Bat Rider. What is that, a almost 12,000 gold lead on Liquid now with the Spectre on your side. And not only that, once you get that Ags next on DK, right? Is that what he's going for?
No, he's got me only.
Okay. I love the Black Dragon's crazy.
Yeah, Lifestealer just... this is why you don't really see him go AC anymore. He used to buff up his feast damage, but now his feast doesn't actually do any damage, so now he just does no damage. This is what ends up happening with this build that he has at this stage in the game. Slardar with the puddle armor and the status
Puddles.
resistance. You have the DK. You have dispersion. I just don't see how this Lifestealer threatens any of the cores on Liquid at all.
And it's going to be tough. It feels like Liquid, they can just
Butterfly.
wait for the next Roche if they want, right?
Yeah.
But do you need to? I feel like...
I mean, 60-minute items, man. Yes, you do.
But you don't want to... I still think it's scary to wait and, like, you go for a Roche,
Yes.
play against an Earthshaker puck, Winter Wyvern. That's just scary. We'll see. Liquid very heavily favored, obviously, especially with that 14K lead and a full racks.
My thoughts are, if I'm Liquid, I don't want the chaos of 60-minute items to come into this game.
Agree with that.
I like the status quo. I don't want anything to upset that, so I would try and close it out by 60, but I think I'd still be down to get another Roshan.
We'll see. They're sit middle both. They know. They're like, we know there's people behind each of you. This isn't just a free kill.
Yeah. Feels just very conditional now for Thunder Predator. They need everything to work out right.
Yeah, Spectre is going to get the ulti up. There is a save on Frank for now, but he gets absolutely destroyed. Will Wu be able to get away? Nope, he is dead
No
as well.
buyback on Wyvern.
That's a dieback, as you said. Ouch.
They know about that too. So
This is Liquid. Liquid looking to take the game here. They might just push. They've already killed the racks here. They might just... I think you go throne. I really do.
Was that top DD?
That's a nice steal, at least. If the
Yeah.
Spectre finds that or something, you're in a lot more trouble.
Leo obviously going to look to cut waves as much as possible, or at least do a quick skim across that mid lane.
Looks like they're just going for the Megas, too. Why not? No reason not to here.
Liquid is thrown. Plenty of late game games.
Yes,
before.
they have.
they did that as Alliance. That's why they rebranded.
And now they're just clean ending this game. There goes the melee racks. There goes the range racks. And here is the Megas. The end of Thunder Predator's run at the LOOT.BET Dota Summit 12. Coming up pretty shortly here, it looks like. What can they... I mean, it's just combos. It is on their supports now. You need a crazy Shaker ulti. You need a crazy Winter Wyvern ulti. And so far, it's been rough. We haven't seen too many of them.
And it's so easily just countered by Mickey just hitting the R button.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
Boop! Winter Wyvern's
Okay.
dead. Yeah.
Earthshaker can't blink in. Winter Wyvern's probably going to die almost instantly. He's going to have to like get off Glimmer Cape pretty quickly.
Got to do some of these 30 seconds, but it doesn't look like they can while that ulti's down.
We need a Hail Mary, Haymaker kind of a play
Yep.
from
Go-
the turnbuckle.
Yep, the
flying.
long ball, the home run.
From Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
Lifestealer's 500 off that rapier.
Yeah. You're going to have to play
Yeah.
against Magus. Just go for the Divine Rapier. Go for 60-minute items maybe. Go for the smoke onto the next Roshan.
Just
Can't
do
make anything.
something
No,
crazy.
well, you just can't do anything right now.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Just wait for the rapier, wait for the Roche, and wait for the items. And they will. Ooh. The question is, too, he has to get the rapier. He has to
get
leave
to
his
the secret
base and get
shop,
to,
yeah.
exactly, a secret shop. And you can't really go to the enemy team when you're Mega, since you're a lot of your damage defending the base, too.
Do you send your courier to the enemy secret shop?
You have to do
Just
something.
one of those times?
I think you have to. Surprised he hasn't yet.
Usually teams have gotten good enough to know that like when they see a Demon Edge on a Lifestealer, they're going to guard their own secret. They're guard the secret shop.
Ooh, and Roche just respawned, pinged out already. Mickey pushing in, though. Maybe not. They let the Roche spawn, and then they go in, going to try to pick off the rest of these little buildings. They're literally just called
The
buildings
courier
for
just
some
picked up the
reason.
secret relic.
Little buffers.
You can see it at the bottom left here, coming down. Delivery service.
Here comes the rapier.
Tiger
Will
blinks
it
over,
save
kills
the
him, game stands. Oh, shit.
Thank you.
They are just trying to end it here. The tier 4's getting sieged down. Mickey hitting him as well.
Invest.
The board trying its best.
God.
Big boy Dagon now finally picked up by Leo style.
Bomb coming in
Number
hot.
5.
Oh.
Matthew scared to
The
go
repair kit.
in. It's there.
They
It's
have to go. They
trying
can't
to
wait too
defend.
long.
Can they? BKB already popped by Tiger. It's going to be the roar flying out. Do they blame in the backside? They do, but they get locked down. Frank is just going to get absolutely blown up. Nope, saved for now. Leo style has to go back into the base. Their base is slowly getting shredded.
big damage.
Frank's
Boom.
dead.
Big damage.
Tiger's dead. Can they finish it, or are they going to lose? There is the last repair kit being used on the throne. Leo style goes down. He has to buy back the puddles on the ground. They're just zoning him out. This looks to be the end through the repair kit. Wait a minute.
Whoa!
Disconnected. I guess they don't think they got it.
Rage quit. And it is the GG's called. I mean, you see, the throne is dead.
Yeah.
Core players, they love disconnecting as quick as they can. A little too early on that one.
Tipped Leo
Hey,
style.
man. And man, Leo style, he did play a great game, but you could tell this did feel like a team who's been together for 3 years against a team who's going to their first major. They just had those couple of plays in the mid game where we saw multiple ultimates used on one hero, and then you lose a fight 4v5 because some of your heroes aren't heroes without their ultis.
Certainly not. Liquid looking a little relieved from that one.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
like it was a walk in the park. It certainly started as a
No,
walk in the
there
park.
we go.
Just
There
a
we go.
little,
They
just a
heard
little.
you.
Let's pop off, boys.
We did it.
Good stuff.
It is, man. That was a tense game too. They took a 19-minute racks, I believe, somewhere near there in the middle lane with that
But they
life
paid
steal,
the price with
Beastmaster.
like 3 or 4 heroes.
They
there.
did. They lost 3. They disengaged. Then they took that one fight. Bottom as well. Just 3 mistaken fights, as you said, and it's rough.
All right. Well, we'll cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to break down that matchup. Maybe we'll have a little interview, and then it's time to flip the coin for first seed. We'll see you soon. All right, welcome on back, everybody, to LOOT.BET Dota Summit 12, the what may be one of the only NA lands, it sounds like, but still happening strong here. We have Dota underway. We just finished our tiebreaker match for the day, a best of one of Liquid versus Thunder Predator.
And a good one.
It's a great one. Yeah,
Good
Liquid
one.
do manage to take it out with their Spectre at the end game of this. We have Insania nearby right now. Maybe able
Mickey
to,
as well as Blitz.
Mickey, everybody, if they're able to maybe give a couple of thoughts.
What are we talking about?
Talking about your games.
Congratulations on making it into the playoffs.
Thank you.
Now you await to see who your opponent is going to be. We are going to have a coin flip for the first seed after this, but first you were successful in taking down Thunder Predator. Thoughts on the match?
Well, okay, I need to ask. What were you thinking at like 19 minutes before the team fight happened, when your melee barracks is being hit?
Mix it.
Were you guys like, all right,
I
this
was
is
fucking
over.
lost.
It was a good run, boys.
Top 6 again, boys.
I don't know
Top
what
six
really
not bad.
happened, honestly.
Solid
We
result.
somehow won a
can't,
team fight out of nowhere,
hear
and then
me.
the game was like over.
Yeah, that
We won.
it was a the perfect initiation by Taiga. Just pulls him in. There was no cold embrace, and then you just ran him down.
Yeah.
It's nuts. I don't know what to ask. Y'all did it. Barely, but y'all did it.
What was like you guys had that team fight? Okay, the game is saved.
Like, does your morale just switch like that? Like
Yeah.
that one fight,
We're
you're saying like,
very-
oh, we got it, we win.
Yeah, we're very emotional in our games. Like, sometimes even just one kill, and it just like full switches from we fucking lost to this game's so fucking easy.
So it goes both
We're gonna
ways.
own them. Yeah,
It goes both ways. Oh,
It
we
goes
lost.
both ways.
Oh man, it's so volatile.
Yeah, that's why if you watched our games, there's like crazy throws both directions. It's usually why.
It's entertaining.
It
It's
is entertaining.
We
We
do it for
are
the
here for
fans.
the viewers. Yeah,
Absolutely.
For the fans.
Dude, in the laning phase, Lifestealer versus Spectre, that looked like one of the most. You had a really good CS, but every time we went up there, it was just Lifestealer right-clicking you all the way to your tier 1, where you just like, well, eventually he'll leave.
Yeah, I mean, I just bought like I think 1k gold of salves,
Yeah.
and then I eventually just gave up and went jungle.
Yeah. I'm out of here. This guy.
There's your comparative net worth.
Yeah.
You at 2,800, 10 minutes, and
Pretty much.
Lifestealer.
That's probably
There's the
all
1K
gold of
worth of
salve.
salve,
yeah.
You guys should have heard him though in game. He literally said for the first 15 minutes nonstop, I give zero shits about my farm. Just make your own games.
Yes.
And then I look at myself, I'm like 0-6. Like, oh,
Like,
God.
oh, no,
I'm
I'm
letting him
doing
down.
that. Yeah.
I'm letting him down.
But man, you had some sick steals at the end of that game. You did. Your laning stage you said was rough, but you had some really good steals.
That was
Play
hype.
Rubik
Lots
here
of
now.
fun TP cancels that game. You guys really clawed at it a bit. So, who do you hope to square up against in the first round of the
Oh,
playoffs?
wow. I mean, all the teams here are really good.
It's either OG Seed, I believe, or
Fnatic.
Fnatic.
Actually, give us OG Seed. We need a rematch.
Okay.
Rematch
They
against OGC.
pounded us last time, so
Get the
time to return
rematch.
the favor.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So you want OGC to win the coin flip then?
Because whoever wins the
Because
coin
very
flip will
likely they
pick
will
us.
choose you guys.
Who's
True.
the other choice?
EG.
EG is the other choice.
We beat EG, man. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, we're going to get picked, and I'm looking forward to playing whoever decides to play us. It'll be a great
All right,
series.
You're
I got-
playing
I
whoever
got-
wins the flip.
I got one more
Potentially.
question. I saw you guys both tipped Leo style at the end.
You did what, sorry?
You guys both tipped, or your team, I didn't see exactly who, tipped Leo style at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's been
Was that
non-stop.
was that also for the fans?
Yeah. I mean, he's been tipping us all games, so you know he deserved that. And
Yeah.
Paying it back.
Plus, he like disconnected at the end and stuff.
Oh,
like,
that's
calling
the
GG.
that's the
That's like
NASA
NA Rage Quit?
special. Yeah,
That's
that's
the
the
goodbye.
NASA special.
I
It was a
Yeah.
pleasure, and then they
For
bow
us,
out.
we took it more as a.
Did you?
Oh.
That's
how I felt.
It's an NASA.
You'd have to
Don't
ask
worry.
him
Yeah.
really what it was.
You
It might
want
have
to see
just
how
been-
quick you can disconnect after the game's over, and he just did it. Legitimately, that's what they do. It's an RTC thing.
So
You can
we
ask
didn't
him.
care.
He's
We weren't
here.
actually trying that whole game. It's fine.
The
Like,
first
you got
person
it.
who disconnects has the least responsibility for losing the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
That makes actually perfect sense, actually.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're not there, right?
Yeah,
Can't
it's
blame
not
you
your
if you're not
fault.
there.
You didn't see the throat explode.
Oh. Well, thank you guys. Congratulations. You do make it on to tomorrow. We're going to know your opponent, I believe, in probably the next 5 minutes here. So
Yeah, I think we're going to be getting right into it. I imagine the coin flip. Are we ready? Do we want to take a small break? Coin flip. Thumbs up.
I'll give it the thumbs up, Dakota, as the producer
All
of
right.
this show.
This would be
Do
my
it.
call, but I probably also wouldn't be on the couch normally for this moment, but they are flipping the camera around. We have a nice little space over there set up. We're going to get representatives from Fnatic and a representative
I can't
from
find the
OG
freaking
Seed.
Wing 2 picture.
Okay, so my question is, how do you decide who gets to call?
Oh, you have to flip a coin for that.
You Rochambeau for that.
Oh, shit, but how do you decide who gets to call for the first? You have to do
My
3 different
God.
coin tosses.
I've seen Looper the movie.
You
This
do
sounds
rock-
exactly
best of
like
5.
it.
No, you do rock, paper, scissors for who gets to decide the first coin flip.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
then the winner of that decides the actual coin flip.
Okay.
Wait,
And the Rochambeau's a best of 5. The coin flip's a
Yes.
best of 10. Are you
Yeah.
ready? All right. We actually have it ready to go. Let's throw it over to Commissioner Blaze with the coin flip.
All right, guys. So we are going to go ahead and do the coin toss to determine who's the top seed of the groups. We have Fnatic and OG Seed having identical results, and therefore we're going to be deciding who's top seed, who's going to be selecting their opponent for tomorrow. So starting things off, we got Fnatic and OG Seed bringing the representatives. We're going to ask heads or tails.
Heads.
All right. And that is heads. So, Fnatic, what is your decision? Do you want to face EG in the first match tomorrow or Liquid in the second one?
12 o'clock time slot, which is... Yes, please.
All right. So, sleeping in a little bit, it's going to be Fnatic versus Liquid as our second match, which means OG Seed versus EG will be our opener tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Exciting stuff.
I love that. He didn't even care about the team. It just, when do we sleep in? Yeah, I like that.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either, but I like it. I like the confidence if it is there. Wait, and also, sorry, I know this is a hype moment, but I thought Rochambeau was when 2 dudes stand there and you see who, like, flinches before getting kicked in the nuts. Was that just a thing at my school?
Man, you played a very different version of Rochambeau.
Dude, that was literally a game in ours, and
Rock,
it's just whoever
paper,
backs
nuts.
away.
Let me guess.
I always went
Grant.
first.
You always went second?
No, I don't know.
I'll go first.
Grant, we got this new game. It's called Rochambeau. Just stand there, and I'm going to kick at you.
That is the
Ready?
name for rock, paper, scissors?
Boom!
Oh, Rochambeau. That makes sense.
If you can't stay on your feet, you can't go.
I think that's called Rochambeau. I think it's.
Yeah, that was the one I was playing. But, man, that fantastic BO1. We see the coin flip. We know our matchups. Who's the heavy favorite here for you guys? Is there one?
For that particular matchup?
Well, no, I just mean to win it now, honestly.
I don't think there's a very clear favorite all around. I think the expected teams of EG and Fnatic, which would probably be your, like, okay, those are going to be in the finals. They've looked both a little they haven't had the cleanest games. Obviously, Liquid barely make it through a tiebreaker. That's pretty risky, but they have a pretty high ceiling. Honestly, OG Seed has been the team that shows the most consistency, but obviously probably expected to have the lowest ceiling between these 4 teams.
Yeah, and they did have the best game. I still think their game 1 versus Liquid was the best game of Dota we've seen from like a team so far, the OG Seed one. So
yeah,
Is this single limb or is this double limb?
No, it is double E limb.
Okay.
Double limb.
I have to believe EG based on hearing them talk at this event as well as their performance. That 9 a.m. match for them, it's gonna be rough. I don't know if EG's prepared to.
Work starts at 9 a.m.
I'm not
Come
saying.
on.
I'm not.
Is
saying,
it really that hard?
I wake up 6 a.m.
9 a.m.
every morning. Don't
I'm
look
a
at
dad
me.
now. There is no
They got
morning
2-0 this
past
morning.
7.
Let me ask you this, Dakota. Do you think any of those players have been a part of the workforce?
Yeah, that's a good point
I
there.
think
Yeah.
I will say Fly's an early riser because the
Yes,
gym.
he
He
is.
loves 6:30. He's over at the gym every time.
Yeah, if vaccines
see
close
he's got
at
the
10 a.m.,
dedication.
people be in trouble. That's for sure.
Yeah, he
Gamers,
Man.
they do not like the early mornings, but.
And I believe there's also another series after that, correct? I believe no, there's 2 more after that, right? Winners and losers play as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so
There is.
4 BO3s tomorrow. You better buckle in. We had some
Buckle it
BO2s. Buckle in.
Strap
Buckle it in. Yeah, strap it in.
I'm doing it until.
Buckle it on?
Yeah, the
Buckle-
discount double check. Yeah.
Buckle something? All right. Anyways, like Grant said, tomorrow could be our longest day of exciting Dota. I'm looking forward to it. I think we also have another special guest or 2 coming to join the couch, so look forward to that.
Ooh.
So, without further ado, we'll throw you to the replay and see you tomorrow for more LOOT.BET Dota Summit 12.